Okay, so we are back at the Colonel Denning State Park. Have Pearl parked here behind us, and we're getting ready to start off. And we already parked the truck on the opposite end where we're going. We're going to be doing sections 3, 4, and 5 this weekend. This trail actually heads up the road here, and you'll see it says on the regulations that you have to have a permit to park here. And there's a parking permit registration right down here. So I'm going to walk down here, grab one of the papers. You just fill it out. It's free. Just lets them know how long you're going to be here, and license number, I guess, so that they can keep track of how many people are coming and going and make sure that you've safely returned back. Working our way up the mountain ridge line right now, and hit a short little even area, so I figured I'd do a quick filming. Still out of breath, and we're probably maybe halfway up. The trail goes up to the top of the ridge line and then drops back down over the other side and loops around and makes you come right back up it again. So we got a lot of elevation to start the trail, but we're doing that with fresh legs, so that's a plus. Total of, I think it's 26 miles over the weekend. We'll break it into 13 and 13, and we're shooting for one of the shelters that are up here. So we were planning on starting yesterday. Big windstorm came through the area. Gusts of like 50 miles per hour, sometimes 60. It's set up in this area, and we decided not to risk it. We do see that there's a good bit of leaf litter and a couple branches down, but it doesn't look horrible. But would have made for a windy, colder night for us. And frankly, I just didn't feel like it was worth the risk. We had a lot of other things we needed to get done around the house as well. So, pushed it back for one day. And can't complain, it's a gorgeous day. Yesterday, there was some rain with the wind. And I don't think they're calling for any rain today. So, that's always a plus. Oh, it's getting steep. Yeah. I'll switch it around so you can see. That's the trail ahead of us. Straight up the side. So I gotta get up there. Mishap's beating me. We stopped at this little bench for a quick stretch. We're a little over a mile in, so legs are nice and warm. But I mean, this bench comes with a view. So definitely can't pass up the bench. So we just came from that direction, walked out here. It's a pipeline clearing. We get a nice view. Not quite at the top of the ridgeline. We can't see down the other side, and it's posted, so we'll be polite and not go up there. We came up to another pipeline. This one did not have posted signs saying we couldn't walk to the other side of the ridge here for a view. And the views are definitely better on this side of the mountain. So, out we come to take a look. So much warmer on this side of the mountain. All of the wind is on the opposite side. soon as you crest the ridge and tip over, there's like absolutely no wind. Stopping here for a quick lunch. Salami, mozzarella. Trail crew on the 17th. The trail maintenance wasn't done all that long ago. We're coming up on Cowpen Road ahead of us, which is the conclusion of section 3. You saw the sign back there for Fowler Hollow Shelter or something along those lines, and that's our destination for today. We've got about 6 more miles to go. This last little bit's been easy cruising, nice and level and not real rocky. This lovely little piece of trail. That was a nice reprieve before what's coming up. We got a couple of ups and downs ahead of us, so probably the harder part of the trail is ahead of us in all reality. So, Cowpen Road, Tuscarora Trail. Some sort of a rental cabin. It says it's closed at the moment. Lots of violets blooming. Let you hear how out of breath I am for a minute. So that's Mishap. He's about 20 feet away from me, and we're coming up the side of this mountain, which is pretty much straight up and down. And coming up, I mean, you're getting really short of breath. I dread coming down anything that steep. And this is what I'm about to go up. Almost to the top though. I told Mishap, I said, well, it's hard work, but you get to the top faster in the long run because you don't waste any time with these switchbacks. So let's get up there. There was an old fire tower here. The base is still there, but a tree's fallen on it, so you can't see it from here. Looks like the squirrels have been at work on that sign. To the shelter, the Fowler's Hollow shelter. There's already a couple of bags here. I'm assuming somebody's coming back to stay. So we're going to set up a little away from the shelter itself in the tent. But while they're gone, I'm going to do a quick little tour. I'm kind of glad that we're not staying right in here. I'd probably set my tent up in here actually, because it's not a platform at all. It's just bare ground. But we got a pretty cool looking fireplace. There's a pole there to hang your bear bag. And there's just these massive downfalls all around the shelter. All around, like you just scramble across all of them. This tree, the root system is crazy, crazy huge. So yeah, Fowler's Hollow shelter. Got a picnic table and a little bit of trash laying around. Not the best shelter. Where we set up camp, right beside a deadfall. It's nice and flat here. Most of the trees around look good, except for this one right here. It's dead, but it's leaning the other way. And then we're set up over at the picnic table to make dinner. So it's almost 7:30. As you can see, it's still daylight out. Made it to camp, pitched outside the shelter because, yeah, the shelter was already taken, it seems. I mean, there's bags and belongings in there, but nobody showed up. But there's no platform inside the shelter. It's just bare dirt. And I'm like, if I'm going to sleep on bare dirt, I'm going to sleep in my tents. So we moved away from the shelter and set up our tent. Had dinner, filtered a bunch of water, and now we're just in the tent charging up the phones and doing some stretches and massages, and our feet and our legs are kind of wrecked. We did 15 miles today, which is a lot more than we thought it was supposed to be. According to like all trails and the guide, it would have been like a 13.7 or so. But we did the tracking GPS with all trails, and I guess just between like the couple of little side routes that we went, as we did like a couple views and just going to get water and such. Yeah, we packed in 15 miles and we feel it.
Yep.
Those downhills, so much of it was rock going up and down hills, and that's what our finale was. Our finale was 3 major ups and downs, and it was either rocks on the way up or rocks on the way down, and really works those muscles. So good for us. That's how we get stronger. But we're going to get some good rest tonight. We took some leave, and won't be long before we're ready to crash and go to sleep.
Yep.
Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good morning. It's about 6:40 in the morning. We've already got up, broke camp. I got up around 6:30. We didn't want to do a video over by the shelter. There were a couple people camping there, so tried to keep it quiet. A lot of blowdowns around the shelter. I mean, even on the way out, we were scrambling over a lot that they have detoured with just some blue flags, ribbons tied around to get you around the blowdowns. But from here, it looks like it's been cleared pretty well. So we're going to get to it. Officially on to section 5. It's got us on this road walk. Started back at the bottom where the Hemlock Preserve starts, and we stopped there and filtered water at Spring, which is the very last place that you can get water for the rest of this section. So just walking along this nicely shaled, smooth road, yeah, which is quite a sight better than the rocky summit we had right before that. I think when they designed the Tuscarora Trail, they said, well, we got to get over this mountain. It'll be a whole lot less trail to maintain. We just go straight up over it, straight back down the other side if we need to. And that's just about how the last 4 climbs have been for us. Yeah, yep. Straight up. They don't really believe in too many switchbacks. So the positive side of that is, I mean, you do get up there a little faster. check the mail? Have you check it? Thank you very much to the trail maintainers that have been through and cleared this path. This is great. Finally made it to the power line. I think it means that we have about 2 miles left. To finish out sections 5. We've made it to the finale of section 5. We're now officially under 200 miles left on the Tuscarora Trail. So I'm going to come out here. We have a little bit of a road walk to do to get back to the truck. And then when we pick back up in 2 weeks for the next leg of our journey, we'll have, I think, quite a bit of a road walk to start off with. So not necessarily looking forward to that part of it, but that's what part of the Tuscarora is. Yeah, I'm good. All right, 13.6 miles. We're back to the truck. We're heading out to pick up the car, which we left on the other end, and then we got a hotel room booked for the night with a hot tub and a pool.
And some town food coming up.
Most importantly, a shower.